You guys, you guys, see, if black Americans decided that they don't even want to communicate or talk to any other immigrants, I will understand. Honestly. I will understand. Because in these videos I'm about to roll out for you guys, it is very important for every single person, especially as a black American person, to watch. And this is why some black Americans, after experiencing every single thing that they have experienced from this video you're about to watch, they will now decide that as I am going back to America, I don't have any business with anybody. I'm not saying they are not the good parts, but let's roll out the clip. Welcome to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And credits belong to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you liking, commenting, sharing, dropping super thanks, and also joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And with that being said, let's go watch. I'll be back with commentaries.
Have you ever seen those advertisements for like relocation services where they market moving from America to places like Kenya? I came across a couple of videos on YouTube where Black Americans were talking about their experience, and I'm about to play a couple clips for y'all. There's one guy who's like just giving us like the raw and the real, and basically saying that they setting y'all up for failure. Like they make it seem like it's this glorious move and that it's so great to move to Kenya, which is what he did, and he said it's just really not that great, and he's just kind of giving us a rundown. I'm about to just play this for y'all.
Kenyans don't like criticism from the outside. They are setting you up for failure. I think you need to come here to see the truth so you can understand how life is. As soon as they hear my accent and my voice, that price is gonna be double to triple. Money is very evil here in Kenya. Again, these relocation services, they setting you up for failure. But if all you showing is caring, and you going to Pilates or yoga and caring, you're not seeing the truth of a country. But you will get robbed, you can get robbed. For you foreigners, you Americans, you expats, you Mzungus, you don't have rights like you do from wherever country you. And I'm gonna stand my ground, but at the end of the day, they can throw you in jail for no reason. You're not in America. I don't want to shake hands with the devil. They surviving. So them stealing from you, they not looking at this as evil and bad, a sin. They surviving.
I feel like I've seen those marketing videos before, and a lot of Black Americans, when they do move overseas, they a lot of times lie about their experience. I'm not sure if they're getting some sort of a commission for bringing people over through the service, like some service fee commission. I'm not really sure. But he also said that a friend isn't really a friend. At least that was his experience.
You can meet great people, but at the end of the day, they trying to get something out of it. So, next thing, making friends, talking, interacting with the locals. I've had so many men and women say, hey, let's be friends. Can I get your number so we can be friends? Just understand, most of them, this relationship is coming at a cost. At some point, they're gonna be asking you for something. They're gonna be asking you for money. They're gonna be asking you for help. It's not a genuine relationship to me.
Imagine how isolated you would feel moving to a foreign country and everybody that you meet just wants something from you or asks you for something or needs a favor or needs to get some money from you or borrow money that they can't really pay back. And it's like you don't really feel like you have any real friends for real.
But out of 10 people, I would say probably 7 or 8 is going to be expecting something from you. It's, you a foreigner, we know you have money.
You know, people want to talk about unity and being unified, but how are we one? How are we unified when as soon as you hear my accent, you charging me more money? As soon as you find out that I'm not from where you from, as soon as you can see that I'm a foreigner, it's like, oh, no holds barred. It's like I'm out here trying to survive, and I'm gonna use you as a way for me to survive, and I don't have a care in the world as to how that affects you.
I'm seeing all these relocation companies make all these beautiful videos. Oh, come do this and it's beautiful out here. not that great.
Like I said, this is not the only video that's on YouTube like this. So before anybody goes in my comment section talking about, oh, you just trying to be divisive, you just brought up that one video, go on YouTube and look it up yourself. It's plenty of them on there. Don't shoot the messenger or the secondhand messenger.
Peace, y'all. So I'm sitting here just really reading all of these comments, and I am just appalled. Honestly, I feel like this is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all wanted. And I'm just being honest. I'm just being transparent about my experience here. I've been here for just about a year now, and there has been a love-hate relationship. Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I love Ghana because of the peace that it can bring you. You know, I love Ghanaians in general. I think you guys are some of the sweetest, most genuine people I've ever met. But ever since I started traveling back and forth to Africa, I was hit with so much hate about how cursed this continent was, and how basically, I mean, everything from the poverty to the witchcraft to the lack of integrity to all of these things. And the biggest thing that I picked up the most since I've been here is that y'all don't want nobody coming over here building up Ghana. You know, I feel as though when somebody comes over here optimistic, and I'm naturally a very optimistic person, you guys tarnish your own country. Honestly. And it's really sad because I definitely feel like this curse has been perpetuated and placed on the country by its own people. I remember when I first got in the car on the way to my new home here in Ghana, and a driver told me that Ghanaians are wicked. He flat out said that about his own people. He said, I don't even trust my own family. Ghanaians are wicked. And I couldn't believe it. I remember before I left, I had a Nigerian friend who thought I had lost my marbles because I wanted to move to the motherland. And he told me, Africa killed my father. The witchcraft killed my father. And I just couldn't believe the hate that people have about their own land. But now I see. My eyes is open, love. You guys have completely given up on your country. You've given up on your community. And honestly, it's a sad, sad thing to witness. And it's sad. It's very, very sad. So, you know what? I have nothing left to say about any type of ideas about investing in Ghana. And I'm just speaking for Ghana because Ghana is the only African country that I've lived in long term. I have nothing else to say because it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You have so many people sliding in my DM saying horrific things because I was enjoying my peace in Ghana. But now that I am open to exploring the possibilities that Ghana may not be the place that I would want to invest in anymore because of X, Y, and Z, I'm getting hate for it now. From the same very people who curse their own country every day and curse their own family members. It is sick. It is absolutely sick.
So I want to talk about the narrative that is being constantly spun about Nigeria. Now, before my trip to Nigeria, I had Nigeria on the list of countries on the continent of Africa that I might want to live in, because I am thinking about moving abroad in the next couple of years, and I have my eyes set on Africa, specifically Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. More specifically, Lagos, Nigeria, Johannesburg, South Africa, and Nairobi, Kenya. So on this list, Nigeria was the first, and I was excited to go, and it was high on the list. But I kept listening to the narrative that was being spun on my FYP by not only by Americans, but also by Nigerians. And it had me thinking that, oh my gosh, I don't think I could live there. I don't think I can, keep Nigeria on the list. I don't think it's tenable for me. And I was thinking that, when I got to Nigeria, I had all of these expectations because of the narratives that were being spent on TikTok. I thought I was going to have just the worst time ever in Nigeria, that I was not going to be able to take it. And lo and behold, when I get to Nigeria, over half these narratives weren't even true. Even at the airport, I thought I was going to have to throw elbows at the airport with people, not the workers, but the travelers, people who are passing through the airport, and that just didn't happen. I mean, there were a lot of things that people said, negative narratives that were being spent on TikTok, and they just were not true. Or they had some truth to them, but they were exaggerated to the 100th power. And I was like, none of that is like even remotely close to what people were saying. I mean, some of it had some truth to it, because I did notice it, but it wasn't all over the place. It just was not what I expected. And matter of fact, and this is going to sound very weird to some people, but I actually had a peace when I was in Nigeria. I did. I had a peace not only with the country, but there was a certain peace I had with the people of Nigeria. There was a certain peace that I had with the culture that was in Nigeria, and there was a certain peace I had with the land. And see, I didn't come with any expectations of, oh my gosh, I'm coming to Africa, the motherland. I didn't have, that was not on me. That was not in my heart. That wasn't part of why I was coming. I was coming because I needed there was a much needed vacation that I wanted to have. I needed to get away from the rigmarole, the everyday life that I was living, and I needed a break. And I was going to take that break in Nigeria. That's why I came. But when I, towards the end of my trip, I noticed that, I don't, this anxiety that I normally have, I don't have, right? There's this like frustration and tension that I would normally be experiencing here where I'm living that I just wasn't experiencing there. It was, and if just this, and all I can tell you is it was a certain peace that I had. Again, it was a peace with the people, no matter whatever the chaos was at the markets, at Oshoji, at Mushin Market, at Balagoon Market, no matter the chaos with the traffic, or all that, or how crowded the buses were, I still had a certain peace. And I appreciated that. I did. I appreciated that I was able to go to that country and not be tensed and frustrated and mad and angry at everybody, but I was able to experience a certain peace that I didn't think I was going to experience, that I didn't know that I was going to experience it, but I did. And that touched me in a certain way. It really did. It touched me in a way that I was like, you know what? This is a place that I could live. All those narratives that they were saying was just like, I can deal with whatever that is. Whatever is going on with the country, I mean, I can deal with it. I can even deal with the bad roads. Now, I don't want to live anywhere where I have to step outside and there's a dirt road with a whole bunch of potholes, and I'm doing this, because I have an older back, and I can't do all that. So I'm gonna have to find an apartment, a building a compound that has at least a paved road in front of it. But again, that piece, I enjoyed having that piece, and it made me want to come back to Nigeria. It made me want to. It made me appreciate the people in the country in a way that I didn't think I was going to experience, and I'm glad I can, and I can't wait to come back.
You can't even pay me to marry an African.
Oh, damn.
No Black American is safe in Africa. And the ones that holler, oh, it's so peaceful here. Oh, I love it here. They're lying. They trying to save face because they want people to know that they came over here and messed up. The roads are raggedy. Like there's potholes everywhere. Maybe inside of Airport Hills. Like they have what they call these estates here. These gated estates. So if you get inside of an estate, inside the estate, is okay. But once you come out of those gates, that's chaos. That's poverty.
Damn.
Infrastructure is like non-existent. They can't even keep the water on over here. We moved into the apartment in September of last year, right? They turned the water on in October for a few minutes. The water hadn't been turned on since then. It's been over a year. And see, that's the type of stuff they do. The water isn't turned on, but yet Ghana Water Limited is sending you a water bill. Where does water bill come from, sir? Street, they don't care.
Damn, you're right.
They throw trash everywhere. They don't care.
Oh, yes.
That in the canals and stuff, they're supposed to channel the water away.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why it floods. I don't know what's wrong with them. And another thing, they cook with aluminum over here, and I think that's affecting their brain.
Man, why are you and your husband and your son still out there?
I am still in Africa because my son is refusing to leave. And like I told my husband, I cannot leave my son in a foreign country.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ambassador Vix, and I am back with another awesome video on this channel. We'll talk about the positivity about Ghana and Africa. This is a reaction video to a video my German mom, Madam Celestina, sent to me upon an experience that an FBA woman who has been in Ghana for quite some time now has shared with a fellow content creator, Kejanda. She made 5 claims, not against Ghana, but about Ghana. But one thing I would like to say is so many people confuse Africa being a continent to Africa having 54 countries. So they perceive Africa as a country, not a continent. But I'm here to tell you that no, Africa is not a country. It is actually a continent.
But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism.
She's living in Africa right now.
Before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit snacks. Hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down?
I know you got the right to move whatever you want to move, but why Africa?
Outside the house, it's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below, because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing, and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love people. But when I come back to reality,
you don't sound like you having fun.
Home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable. You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy.
As an African American living in South Africa with a large platform, I think it's my responsibility to speak up and say that I don't see hate here. I have seen nothing but love and kindness from all of the people that are here in South Africa for the most part. And it's actually been so much love, so much caring and kindness from the people that are here that I relocated. I've been here with my family for almost 2 years now. And the kind of love and acceptance that me and my family have been able to receive here is nothing short of amazing. It's nothing short of miraculous how I was able to leave one country and come to another one and be completely accepted. I am so sick of the rhetoric. I'm so sick of the narrative that we are not on the same page, or we're not equally yoked, or that we're in competition with each other, because in real life, that is not the case. In real life, everything is good here. And it's not because they think that I'm different or even the same as, but just because they respect me as a human and I respect them as humans, and we all get along. Things are good here. I think that a lot of us get wrapped up in social media and start thinking that TikTok beef is real life beef, and that is not the case. This phone, this screen is not real life. The things that are going on in real life every single day are the interactions that you have. If you've never been to Africa, don't speak on how African people are. It doesn't make sense to. And even if you have you visited all 54 countries to be able to say how all of them are? And vice versa. If you over here and you ain't never been over there, why are you speaking on what you think Americans are like or what you think they do?
And I want to say this too, y'all. South Africans in person, like live and in person, y'all, they are the best fucking people, y'all. I'm not even lying, y'all. And it's not like, oh, you might find a good one. Like, I mean, everybody, y'all. I mean, it's just this place, y'all, this country, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all, it's paradise. I call it Wakanda. I wish Cape Town was Wakanda. There's too many white people there. That's gonna change. But yeah, y'all. But anyway, back to my point. My point is, it's the ones online, y'all. They probably trolls or something, y'all. Because I promise you, and even the Zulu people, because the guys, so let me tell you, it's no ATM. I'm so close to the airport. Since I was flying right out back out the next day, I ain't go in town. So I just got the hotel by the airport. So the ATM at the airport. They took me to the fucking airport, y'all. 2 of them walked me to the fucking ATM. Took me to go check into my flight and shit. Cause he was like, did you check in? Like, y'all, I'm telling you, for nothing. When I gave them a little tip when we got back to the hotel, they all shopped and shit. Yo, I'm telling you, they so helpful. I was walking with my bag. The one guy came behind. He told the other guy to tell me to zip up my purse and shit. Like, just like, y'all, I have never met a non-kind-hearted South African, y'all, in person, y'all. But online, y'all be showing on. Because I seen some of y'all faces in y'all videos. But in person, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all.
I wish all black people from around the world, whether you're black American, black European in the UK, if you were South American, Brazil, any black person from around the world, I wish you would visit an African country. I wish you would visit Uganda. I wish you would visit Sierra Leone, Kenya, Rwanda. Just visit an African country. And the reason why is because they have been lying to us for our entire lives. They've been lying to us. They've been telling us, first, before I even talk about what they tell us about Africa, the things that they teach us about ourselves in America. I'm gonna start with America. In America, they teach us that black people do not get along. They teach us that if you put a group of black people all together in one room, we're going to fight each other. We're going to abuse each other. We're going to do just cruel things to each other. They teach us to hate one another. Black men and black women hate each other. The black male and black female relationship in America, it don't exist. It really don't exist. Black men call black women bitches. Black men call themselves nigga, my nigga this, my nigga that. And that's what the black women call us. That's pure hatred. I know that I'm going to get a lot of slack for that. I know that people are not going to like it, but it's the truth. when you come to an African country, you never hear a man call their woman a bitch. They say, "Hey, mama," "Hey, beautiful." They don't use those harsh words toward the women. Here in Uganda, women are praised. They're respected. They're not called and treated like a piece of dirt. They're not, and that's why the women treat the men so well. I'm married to a Ugandan, a very, very beautiful, humble Uganda woman. She's very humble, very beautiful. I found a pot of gold. You brothers can find a pot of gold here as well. These women, they're raised to be wives. They're raised to be mothers. They want to be a wife. They want to be a mother. They're not trying to wait till they're 35, 40 years old to get married, to take care of you, to have children for you. They want to do that now. That's an experience that I wish every man will have. But we have to experience this. We have to get outside of America. And when I first started coming to African countries, I've learned that those things that we learned in America, they are not true. I see nothing but black people and they get along. They know how to settle differences. If I see two men arguing with each other, two men having a dispute, everyone around them are involved in helping settle the dispute. You don't hear people like, "Oh man, you need to beat him down or you need to F him up." You don't hear that. What you hear is, "That's your brother. You guys need to learn how to get along. It's okay. What's the problem?" And they talk about the problem and they all talk about a solution to the problem. In America, what you're going to hear is people going to instigate. They're going to say, "Oh man, you going to let him talk to you like that? You going to let him do you like that?" That's wrong. We have to change that behavior. Our values are very bad. I know I'm going to get criticized for that, but our values are bad. We get these values from our oppressor. Yes, that's where we get those values from our oppressors. They like to see us fighting each other. They like to see us bickering with each other. They like to see us not supporting each other. They like to see us being consumers. I saw a video yesterday. It was a brother on there. He was saying that he was talking about Nike shoes and saying that that's a part of our culture. How can purchasing a material item be part of a culture? That's called consumerism. Consumerism is not healthy, it's not good for us. We need to be producers. We need to be the developers, not that we're buying a white man's product and saying that's our culture. That's not culture. It's not culture. We have to come to Africa. We have to rediscover ourselves.
Yo guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about Black American versus Black South African. So this is the debate. Is Black American better than Black South African? Because lately, there's a lot of Black Americans saying they are not South African, they don't belong to South African, that they belong to North American, that their ancestors belong to North American. So this is the debate why some Black American are migrating to South Africa to go and start their new life, their new business, and why they say they are enjoying it. So there's some Black American that are being exceptional about this, that they can't go to Africa because they don't belong to Africa. There's a two type of Black American. There's some Black American that they believe our ancestors, our history, everything belongs to Africa. And there's some Black American that are saying no, this is not how everything works. There is actually a certain type of Black American that are staying in America and they develop in American continent, and they are the real American. So that all these white American come there to migrate to them and manifest. So they believe that they are real American. So while some Black African are saying no matter where you trace a Black, you must trace it back to Africa. It can be thousands of years ago that this African migrate to that continent and start manifest and everything starts. So this is the debate why this caused a lot of comparison between black South African and black American. The video you have watched below is some South African, some black American that have moved to South Africa to start their life, and they said they are enjoying it. That they don't like comparison, they don't want comparison, they don't want you to compare black American. They just believe that we are all black. Once you see your color, we are all black. And the way a white man will see you and treat you is the same way it will treat African American. So we should not be exceptional on this. So I want you guys to subscribe, like, comment, and share your opinion in the comment section. Peace.
Anyways, welcome back, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed all of that clips that I've been able to roll out for you guys. And to be honest, I am not surprised. I am not surprised because this is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the third time that all of this has been happening. You understand? So, and at the end of the day, when black Americans decide to say something, a lot of them will now say that black Americans are overreacting, that black Americans are overreacting, that black Americans are overdoing things, that black Americans are doing this, and black Americans are doing that. Why, in reality, these are what black Americans are literally going through. These are what black Americans are literally facing. These are what black Americans have literally been talking about. And do you know the funniest part of all of this? The funniest part of it is the fact that these said people that are being mean to black Americans, these said people that do not even want to engage black Americans when black Americans are in their country, they are the same people that we want or that we literally love for them to be treated specially in America. They are the same people that will say, oh, we are looking for greener pasture. Why can't black Americans leave us to do our things? It's just, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's just normal with every single African because I'm an African person, but I don't think I can be able to stoop so low to do that. That because I just hear someone accent, I will just skyrocket prices. It's bad. As Africans, it's bad. As diasporas, it's bad. Honestly. And like I said, that is why I was able to also pull out some clips where you also see some persons also saying good things, right? So yes, people have a bad experience. People still have good experience. I've said it countless times in this place that I have a black American lady that is currently in Nigeria. Like, she is happy. She's surviving Nigeria. She's doing everything in Nigeria as a full-blooded black American lady. She moved her family down to Nigeria, and she will tell you every single day that this has literally been one of her best decisions. This is not me advising anyone out there that Nigeria is the best. Like, we are even the worst when it comes to listening or hearing someone accents and trying to export or exploit, whatever you guys call it. But I just feel and I pray that African countries should do better. And every other person should have it in mind that if you cannot treat a black American person right, you cannot treat someone else from a different country, a different background right. Do not expect to get special treatment. Do not expect to be treated nicely. Do not expect people to just applaud you. It's not going to work. It's literally not going to work. Because obviously, what you give me is what I give you. It's as simple as that. The earlier we understand that, the better for all of us. The better for all of us. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section, and credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. I want to say a very big thank you to every single one of you commenting, liking, subscribing, also dropping super thanks and joining my membership. I do not take you guys for granted. You guys are absolutely the best. And guys, with that being said, with no further ado, I do like I always say in my video, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. I love you guys. Mwah.